Hey there, how you doing? Do you know anyone who struggles to charge money for what they do? Over the years, I've met a lot of coaches who struggle to charge more than 50 bucks. Literally, I've had people who find 50 euros or 100 euros as their coaching session like a real struggle. And I want to help you get past this, or you can share this with someone who has that problem. Because first of all, the biggest challenge is they're charging for their time. So they'll say, okay, I charge 50 or 75 euros for a 1 hour session. And I'm here to tell you, this is not the way to go. You need to be charging based on the value that you bring. I mean, if you were just a technician, if you were someone who was just doing a task that was time-based, that would be fine. But you're in the business of transforming lives and health and maybe even businesses. And so hourly billing is nuts. In fact, I'm going to interview Jonathan Stark, who wrote a book and an audiobook called Hourly Billing is Nuts. So join me on Thursday, July 9th at 9 a.m. California time, or 12 noon New York. That's 1800 hours here in Paris. Well, I'm not in Paris, but France. You know what I'm saying. So hourly billing is nuts. And instead, what you should be doing is pricing your services based on the value that they provide. Now, for example, a lot of the healers that would come into my personal branding bootcamp, they would say things like this: Andrea, I am a specialist in helping people get out of pain and things like chronic fatigue. And they say, but the majority of people who find me have already spent up all their money in seeing all these other doctors and therapists and specialists. And so they don't have money to pay anything more than 50 or 100 bucks. And I'm like, okay, now that may be true for some of them, but if you really were good at getting rid of pain, then you would charge for the value of that and not based on what you think someone can pay. So for example, if you think about someone who has been to doctors, massage therapists, chiropractors, they've done water therapy, they've done homeopathy, they've done acupuncture. I've asked my clients in the past, when I was doing straight medical practice and integrative medicine and acupuncture, I asked them to make a list of all the specialists and therapists they've tried, all the drugs and even over-the-counter and other remedies that they've tried. And it's true for people with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, or chronic pain, they have spent thousands trying to get rid of it. And at my wellness center, I had some very magical people working for me. And sometimes in one session, people would have a complete resolution of their issues. Now, of course, we started to attract people who had, problems that were associated with pain and trauma and drama from the past. And so if you clear that stuff, yes, the physical body will resolve. But the bottom line of that is this: no matter what the cause is, if you have the ability to help someone get past that pain or that drama, it's worth more than 50 or 100 bucks. Because think of all the money that they had been spending but got no relief. Or if they're at the beginning of their disease process and that's what they have to look forward to because traditional medicine or traditional therapies don't work, then you coming into their life, you could actually save them thousands. Now, I'm not saying you need to charge $1,000 per session, but you need to charge based on the value. So I'm interviewing Jonathan Stark on Thursday, July 9th at 12 noon New York time so that you can hear from someone else's perspective. And he's not even in healthcare or coaching per se. His work started off as a software developer. And in a lot of IT professions, many people do charge by the hour, and it's craziness because you end up with a ceiling to how much you can earn. So I want to help you through this. So please join us on Thursday so that you can hear from Jonathan. You can also ask questions. If you've already gotten the book, but you're thinking, oh my God, how am I going to apply this in my life? then join us, because he's really, really brilliant, and he just speaks so clearly on it. It's like no drama, no emotion. Let's just do what is going to make us more effective. Because I found that when I could charge based on the value that I provide, I became more effective. And that way you're not thinking about how many hours, you just deliver your best service and get people to where they need to be. All right? So join us Thursday.